But Inchin, I've heard good things. I've seen good things. Hopefully, we see more of that today against TeamOne. There's 1xBet odds favoring paiN Gaming coming into the final map of the series, but they did at the start of Nuke as well. And we'll see how things are going to play out here. TeamOne, they've got a good bit of utility. Maluk with a smoke and a flash. And for PRT, smoke and a Molotov. From the paiN Gaming side, a little bit of util there as well, but looks like it's just going to be a slow approach from TeamOne. They took some early control towards B, but not really applying the pressure just yet.
Still unsure as to how the CTs can best set up in these pistol rounds, because this is a round where you have a few players on B, but if just one early kill comes in from TeamOne, closing the distance and running it onto the B site with those Glocks could well be an effective strategy. I feel like Maluk's got a little bit of a Vu look about him, you know?
That of a Greek god.
A similar vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. I just dropped the Greek, just god, really. That's what Vu is. Man, those stat helix. Yeah. Get you going.
Vu doesn't get CS gold, he's a CS god.
Yeah, right? That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, bars.
Man, Vu got me from Silver 3 to Gold Nova 1, so shout out to that guy. 30 seconds left. Here comes TeamOne. They're going to charge in towards the B site. Hard's now able to pick up a headshot. PRT following up as well. And Nekkers, well, he's got a double kill. 2 headshots. PRT and Maluk down. Now just put Pesadelo and XNS in a pretty difficult round. Not exactly the best pistol out of TeamOne here. You know, if we're going to do this, the pistol, I'd rather just watch the standard pistol take where you just run straight through Donut into the A site from mid. That generally will work well for the T's. At least gets them a bomb plant. And then you can force fight in the second round. But that round just felt like it never really got going, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe they used the pistol round as a chance to practice their smokes, which did look pretty good. But they only had 2 of them. And we know that A site is so hard to approach. In the new patch, the bomb sites apparently have been opened up slightly, Dinko. I haven't seen that personally. I don't know if it makes a massive difference, but I definitely want to see those bomb sites slightly bigger. Give the teams a couple more options to plant at least.
Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to go through and really skim through that update. Maybe I'll do that tonight or tomorrow before the broadcast. But I'm really excited to see all the changes that come through and really start theory crafting some things. But I'm going to theory craft this round. And I'm going to say TeamOne are going to get melted and shredded by util. That nade lands right on top of him and does a lot of damage. It should be Nekkers flanked. It reveals a couple of kills. He was incredible over an overpass. I think he slowed down towards the end, but so did everybody on his team. Can't really blame him for that, but here he goes in the flank. Let's see if he can get off to a good start here. Eco Frog's money, it's all there for Nekkers as he starts to get in behind. It's 1 for him, lining up 3. Nekkers shuts him down, and he's got the 4K. USB has delivered that, and Maluk finally goes down for a second round for paiN Gaming. Good start here in Tension.
They pick up the FAMAS too, the only rifle they had. Everyone else had MP9s. It's always good to save that one FAMAS into the next round, and always good for your SMG to make so much money. You know, the one thing I did do on the new patch, Dinko, is I tried the new M4A1S in DM for like 30 minutes. Okay. And I think it's going to become the most popular CT rifle now.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
It's just 4 bullets to kill every time.
Yeah, I played with it earlier on today. Now I got like 10 kills, so yeah, it was popping off.
Oh my god. Down there in Gold Nova 1 with 10 kills.
Man, I gotta watch more Vu videos, man. I feel like it can really push to Gold Nova 2 now with that M4A1S. So, I'm ready.
Oh, we've got some early A-sided aggression from paiN. Hardzow has tucked himself into a corner. TeamOne have come out with the AKs in this round, but with paiN having some MP9s in the mix, they may be more willing to take some risks in this round. They have got the Orb of Safe, though. He's been surprisingly quiet throughout this series. This would be a round where it would be so useful if he could step up because they don't have massive weapons around him. Oh, the timing may not favor him here. He doesn't realize someone's crossed to the right side of Donut.
Oh, Safe has a good angle, though. And that peek in from Orbs is not going to result in much success for TeamOne. Bigazera, luckily, getting info in that situation. Dropping back another double MP9 crossfire. Trying to mount to something here. They might just be able to make it sing. And PKL has gone in for the headshot. Traded out quite quickly by PRT, though. And that is a little bit of a worrying sign as they start to try and spray away. Maluk is on 5 HP, spam starting to come through. TeamOne do get the bomb down, but they're losing members very quickly in this bonus round, looking like it's going to reap a lot of success for paiN. PRT is going to drop down the bottom of the ramp. Safe was holding for that extremity. He goes back up, and one pick from the AK, but that is cleaned up. So much money made in this round, and they're actually upgrading those weapons into free AKs. So, really, at the end of the day, that's the best scenario you could be in if you're paiN.
I'll be honest, Dinko, I'd love to break down that round, but I managed to completely miss my mouth with my drink and spill it all down my shirt. So that's what I spent that round doing. I hope production at home for not being a functional human being.
Well, I hope production got your camera on record, because I want to see that. Now, that would be some bonus content we all want to see, yeah.
Just, I mean, I can show you the shirt maybe at the end.
Top 5 plays of the day at the end of the day. Hawker spilling his drink down his shirt, number 1. I mean, is everything okay? Is the keyboard okay?
Oh,
is everything...
Don't worry. It's only me that has... yeah.
All right.
We're all good.
So everything of value is okay. Perfect.
Exactly.
All right, we can move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't really miss much, though. It was very solid from paiN. Just that crossfire in towards the B site was just incredible, really. The MP9s, the close quarter combat, you can melt them down. And like I said, you know, at the end, getting those free AKs, best case scenario, picking up the rifles for free. That CT economy can really start to grow, especially if they don't lose too many players in this one. Very aggressive play here, though, from paiN Gaming. And this is what we like to see. It's not too much resistance on the other side of things either, so it should be relatively easy for them to get away with this.
And they've also gone for this early double AWP setup, which we were saying was strong for them earlier. I don't know if this angle is as good for PKO, especially if there are a couple of flashes over here that blind his teammate, Big Uzera. He's in a position where he can't fall back all that easily.
Yeah, he's just kind of hoping to get 1 or 2, but if he does get overrun, if there's more than 2 players there, you're likely to get traded out pretty quickly, and that opens up a path straight into the B side. So yeah, this really needs to be a good initial hold, and the flash from his teammate connects onto him. Terrible situation there to be involved in. Luckily, because that was a beast though, and he's got himself 2 kills. He's gonna go for a 3rd. XNS left alone in a 1 versus 4. He'll throw a smoke down into the middle of the site, and XNS now pushes up into the bomb site itself. Utility's starting to come through as XNS has slipped the net. He's got him behind, but will they anticipate this? Certainly so. Hardstyle had the angle. 4-0. A really strong start from paiN coming in. Yeah, like you said, that angle selection, not the best, but at least it was done in this round, right? It would have been worse if it was in a gun round and ended up being a round loss, but nothing comes of it. And 4-0 start for paiN. But here comes the buy for TeamOne, Hawker.
I'm hoping now that they can keep some more map control, because their idea in that round was to try and sell some fake smokes over towards A and then come back towards B. But when you've lost all that ground towards B, it's hard to sell that fake. This time TeamOne are battling over towards the B side of the map early. Nades being exchanged both ways. A bit of damage done onto the TeamOne players. Maluk has been boosted up early with the AWP. This is an angle on the other side that the CT AWP likes to take sometimes, and you see Safe slowly sneaking into the angle. Not able to land a shot on the other side, though. So Maluk misses his first opportunity.
Well, Maluk is going to get in towards Cave. Hard's out. He's got the angle at the ready. In towards Donut. And TeamOne are just going to climb the boxes as they head into Jaguar. I really did like the video. I don't know if you got to see it, but Tabson was kind of discussing what he calls positions and what Big called these spots. He calls it Guardian. And the reason was, well, we wanted some pro player names for the position. Makes no sense.
Flash over. Safe looking for further fights. Big Uzera here alongside him. Only comes to the site itself, but the counter flash should slow the T's down. Safe still looking for this angle, but his teammate's been dealt with, and now he just about lands the shot, but not the kill. Nekiz may have a gap here. He hears them on the site. The smoke about to fade. All the bomb being planted, and they get it down safely. Yeah, bomb locked in, and now 4 versus 3. A man advantage in play for TeamOne. And that time will start to tick. Will this be their first round? Certainly looking like a real possibility, but maybe a little bit of an over-peak that from Maluk. It wasn't exactly needed.
They've got the double stack in towards the top of the ramp, and this should be good enough for a kill. This angle's just ridiculous to clear, but somehow they do it, and they find the double kill. It's all on paiN. He's on 2 HP, and the span tries to come through, but he's not lining it up, and they know exactly where he is. The smoke is up, and yet again, another retake for paiN Gaming. This is a nightmare for TeamOne.
Yeah, that is a tough round, but this is often what can happen on this B site. The T's may do okay initially, but the post plant isn't all that easy. The smoke can go down towards that B stairs or B ramp area, and then if you also have a smoke towards cave, there aren't that many further positions the T's can play from if they haven't taken further control.
Neck and neck. Both teams had 101 kills on Overpass. Shout out to Elliot. Man, he finds all the fun facts. I don't know how he comes up with all this stuff.
I hope he's done his maths right. I feel like someone might check it, you know?
Elliot's just there, like, just writing stuff that isn't even true. It's like, yeah, people won't actually go and check this, man. I just get away with everything. Of course,
it
Elliot
gets more ridiculous with the facts each time to see how long it takes for someone to realize.
Fun fact, Sif has 10 toes and 3 fingers. Fun fact, Hulka doesn't know how to drink a drink properly without spilling it down his t-shirt.
Oh, I've already given that one away, sadly. That probably was going to be the fun fact, and then he had to change it.
Yeah, you ruined it. Well, good lineup here from Luke. He's not going to throw the smoke just yet. Holding on to that for a little longer, wanting to wait out some more CT utility. Interested to see how long paiN Gaming sit back passive across the board. 3 players currently at B. I wonder if they go aggressive into cave at any point. I just want to tease that fact. I'm not really going for it just yet. Relatively standard setup on the defense. Nekis pushing forward out of Donut. A little gap on the edge of the smoke there. If that's the new M4, he probably gets a kill there, Hulka, but not this time. Still a P shooter on this patch.
Oh, still that gap though. The Hardtower was able to shoot through before they smoked it themselves, and now safe in position for another kill on the AWP, rotating around in time. It is all paiN Gaming right now. Not only are they 5-0 up, but they're almost certain to make it 6 here. 40 seconds remaining, and TeamOne would need some banging shots to get back into this round.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen for them. They do seem a little lost on this T side. They're really struggling. I think paiN Gaming are just all they need to do right now is play the standard setup on the CT side. I think they just have a better understanding of what to do, where to position, what time to use your util. For TeamOne, they are struggling. They're going to have to call a tactical timeout. I think you can understand that it really will be a difficult third map for them. Just for everybody at home, so Vu can't lie to you all again. He said during the segment that he absolutely did not doubt TeamOne at all. No one corrected him on that. He said they were going to lose if they didn't win 2-0. So just letting you guys know. So if he tries to catch you out at the end. Maluk has as many kills as Hulka does. Soaked shirts. Awesome.
You don't know how many soaked shirts I have, Elliot. You don't know. I could have more. I could have more than one.
That would be pretty sad, Hulka. Don't do yourself like that.
I have to change my shirts constantly, Dinko. This is the life I lead. Not being able to drink means I constantly have to have a backup shirt with me.
The baby caster really can't even drink on his own bed. It's sad. We'll get you a bib.
That's what I need.
Do Americans call bib something different?
I don't know what they call them, yeah. They call a dummy a pacifier, I think, which is kind of weird, in my opinion.
I mean, it makes the baby passive.
Yeah. I guess technically true.
Yeah.
Hearts out 10-1, by the way. He's on the AWP again. That's a bit too far, though. XNS gets the kill back, and that may allow them to pull the trigger on this A play.
Oh, Nekis always peering over the top. I love this position. This is one of the best additions to Inch, and I really like it. The fact that you can jump up on that sign, and it will be one for XNS. He's taking down Nekis. Now 3 versus 3. Saf trying to hold on towards the back of the site. paiN will put too much pressure on the defender, and he will go down very quickly indeed. He crumbles. And now they've taken the site. Finally, TeamOne in a situation where they stand a real shot at winning the round. They're going to go for the bomb plant. Molbs sitting back in a good position, Pesadelo covering them off, and finally, a round win for TeamOne. PKL will back away and concede the first for paiN.
Comes off the back of just getting that one early kill onto the A site and then having those smokes prepared ahead of time so that they could quickly capitalize upon that pick. They're able to move in and start gaining ground, even though there was the second man somewhat close by. Once they're able to flush him out, it became much easier. And even though it is hard to plant on that A site, I think that one spot they did plant is oftentimes your best bet when you have got Donut. Nice kill from PKL. That was the orb exiting by itself. PKL, where's the orb gone? It's been blown away. Okay, he's got it. He's got it. Don't panic, everybody. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, no reason to sweat, but XNS, he is having a great time, at least in that round. We'll see if they can replicate this into 2-round wins in a row, because paiN Gaming, obviously, with the start that they've had, they've got so much money available, so it is still the double-up setup of Safe and Hards out, the rifles out. For TeamOne, it's a much more important round than you might expect. They lose this one, they're right back down to what will be a lower tier buy. I love this from Nekiz. This is the kind of counter-aggression, or the CT aggression that we talked about, that you mentioned in the pregame about what Karrigan used to do, right? You know, loving this aggression, or still does this day, you know, just getting into that mid area, pushing his way up into ledge, and really causing problems. And it's going to be the T-side attack into A, and Hardsal gets one.
Those orbs are so strong on A, and that's why they've got 2 of them in position. Safe also landing a shot of his own. They will concede the bomb plant, but these retakes on A aren't too difficult, especially when you have the utility and the man up. It's up to XNS to make something happen. He tries to force the fight, but they go against him, and paiN is so far away. He's just now arriving. Bomb's in an okay spot for him. That's the first kill. Nade might help soften up these players as he needs to get the spam going. A couple of them low on health as they get on the bomb. There's a chance for a lineup, but they're sticking it. And Hardsal will land a final shot. 7-1 for paiN. And that is that problem with the A bomb site. Even if you get those kills, it is pretty hard to play in the post plant.
And that's heartbreaking for TeamOne, because immediately after the first round, when they're back in the situation again, they're scraping together what they can. It is at least a decent enough buy with the extra cash they got, but it's not looking too pretty. paiN Gaming is just going to go back in that setup again, throwing their standard utility. It's actually double mollied instead of smoking elbow. That's actually really cool. They have a really deep molly and one a little closer, so if anybody gets beyond the first Molotov, then they just burn. So I really like that. They're just confirming elbow control. And that forces util out of TeamOne if nothing else. But they're just going to go into B. They're going to run up the ramp and put pressure on the defense. PKL and Bigazera, they're doing well. In between them, they get 3 kills. And Molbs, alongside PRT, well, they've got it into a 2 versus 2. Smoke's still down here for the T's, and they have a real shot at winning this round. Have to worry about that mid flank, which eventually will come through from Nekiz. But Hardsal, he is being so good so far. 12-2, but his impact is really being limited by the utility right now. Eventually that'll fade away, and Hardsal should be able to get a kill here, but Molbs has actually got into the corner, and I don't know if Hardsal's going to clear this. It's going to really go tight, but the bullets come whizzing past, and Hardsal will hit the deck. And now Nekiz with it all to do, running up the ramparts, you know exactly where he is, and so a 1 versus 2 is always going to be difficult, especially not getting that first pick. Molbs can hide behind Pillar, and Nekiz now pushes forward into the site, but he's got 2 players to try and fight, and PRT will bring him down. TeamOne, a simple, effective round on the B site, and a second round locked in.
Safe was so hungry for this early kill. He went really far into the open, wasn't playing a position he could fall back safely from, and it's so important there that your AWP can do something on the hold or just stay alive for the retake. Either can be fine, but when you commit so heavily and don't get a kill, it puts you on the back foot on the initial trades. The Riflers did a pretty solid job between them winning their trades. They brought it back to even numbers, and despite the bomb taking so long to be planted, it was a 2v2 that TeamOne could win, and now they've got the early kill in this one. PRT spots that mid-aggression. paiN haven't been too successful with their advanced plays.
Oh, Bigazera peeking out. The left side peek. It's 1 for him, but his teammate been taken out, so you have to rely on Safe, and he's unable to get anything again. Safe has been a little bit quiet, especially over an overpass, but a couple of missed shots and missed opportunities from him that you usually wouldn't see. But that bomb plant is denied. Hardsal has been doing heavy lifting for the both of them. But because Sarah spam works out for a headshot, but PRT was always coming in from Jaguar. A little bit of bomb going down for some extra cash on the personal bank account. 7-3 now. TeamOne starting to light it up, starting to have a chance in the T side. They're breaking down that mammoth economy. Now got themselves into a position where they can actually have some space to stretch their legs.
Yet again, it's that missed shot from Safe. It's just so important there that your AWP gets a kill. If he gets the kill, he can probably sit back and survive. And the riflers on the site are in a better spot. But he's missing a couple of chances here to put his team in a good position. And you're right, it has been a bit of an off day from him. Even if his kills have been okay, normally we expect him to be the standout player on the server. I don't think he has been that here. If anything, I might give that over to Morbs on some of those earlier maps. Definitely had a lot of impact. There were a fair few players that were up there for both teams. Not much in this round for paiN. Hardcell's got the advanced position with the Zeus. This could work okay. Oh, he may hear them. If they pull the pin on those nades, he might go around the corner. Hello.
There we go! He's got it! Hardcell with the taser, able to take down PRT. Morbs able to double up, and now he goes again. Morbs is just a death machine, cutting through these default pistols. My slight burst of excitement is quickly taken down. Morbs with a 4K. Incredible stuff out of his rifle. But we did get to see a Zeus, and obviously that's the highlight moment there, Hawker.
Yeah, that was about as fun as that round could have been. Oh, I didn't get the AK.
Not for PRT.
No. But Morbs made it look very nice. Again, showing that headshot ability. That final shot. It's such an awkward angle on the bomb site itself, that box. You barely get to see any of the head. Morbs made it look easy that time, though. Here come a few players towards B early on the TeamOne side. Nades exchanged again. Maluk is just feeling it. He wants to take these fights onto B. They've been pretty successful, but this time the flash is on point. Early kill for PKL, and they can fall back and take that advantage.
Oh, they're just really throwing a lot of nades towards PKL, but he's avoiding all of them. Flash is starting to come in, and here comes the full B execute. PKL, again, down without a fight. Let's see if Safe can get anything. Gap the edge of the smoke. Good kill for him. Trying to line up the second. He's got a lineup. He's found 3. In fact, it's a double because Bigazera stole one away. And just Pesadelo left now in a 1 versus 4. And that hold initially looked weak, Hawker, but it recovered.
Now, I'm not sure if he manufactured the gap in that smoke or if it was just missed, but either way, he made the most of that position. And there we go, Safe, securing it at the end with a triple kill for his team. Stepping up with the rifle this time, but he'll get the AWP in his hands as a reward for his hard work in that previous round. As soon as you have this sort of gap, it's just too strong, especially if the T's aren't looking that way.
There's a lot of situations like that in Ancient. You just grab yourself a little corner, get comfy. Smokes it's difficult to smoke off that area perfectly. So you always will have those little situations like that. But look at this from Hardcell. Super confident play. He's running straight down into A. Man, he's going to throw the smoke down, and they're going to push forward through it. Luckily, Safe's here alongside him. This is unbelievable. This is such a good hold in towards the A side. They made the right read, and that aggression has crunched them. Just leave it Pesadelo, trying to flee the scene. And he is alone in a 1 versus 5. And still alone. And finally, Bigazera puts Nekias out of his misery. 9-4. And the last couple of rounds coming up in this first half. paiN Gaming are definitely looking like the better team. I am intrigued to see how they're going to perform on their T side, though. I do want to see completely different paiN Gaming, because their overpass T side, it was definitely looking a little rough. So I'm expecting a better showing here, considering this is their map pick. Well, a map, should I say, they're more comfortable with, not their map pick. Of course, that was a long time ago over a new Hawker.
And nice to see some of the trademark paiN Gaming aggression we were warned about on the desk. And it clearly worked very well. Safe getting aggressive on A this time with his teammate Hardcell. Both of them having good games here. It's back to the pistols. That nade is brutal and safe. I thought was going to have a field day, but that's a great shot from PRT.
Well, TeamOne are really not expected to get anything out of this. But these are the rounds you can never really count out. Hard South swings into the Deagle of Pesadello. XNS is met with the same fate in towards Cave. It's Bigazera with the headshot. Neck is starting to push down into mid. Good position on top of the ledges. And, well, he's found himself Pesadello, leaving just Maluk. And the HE will find him as well. Last round of the first half coming up. Look at the TeamOne economy. It's enough for a bye. They're desperately looking for a 5th round. I think if they don't get a 5th here, I'm going to look at a very difficult comeback, Hawka. I feel like if it's 11-4 for paiN Gaming, it's really hard to look past them.
Yeah, and TeamOne haven't really found any consistent paths to success. They've been liking to run quite a few of those A plays, but recently they've been countered by the AWPs and the aggression. This time they are going to send the majority of their players back to B. I wonder if TeamOne could use mid somewhat more effectively throughout this half. They haven't really been able to take that control. They haven't really been able to split the bomb site so far. This time they are taking the early cave control, but it's a similar setup from paiN Gaming, where they have 3 players stacked on B, including that AWP of Safe, which was struggling on the B site earlier. Maybe this time he'll be able to step up. Here's the mid play, though. This is what I asked for.
Yeah, and well, they provide you, Hawker. Netcase and Hardsau have taken the initial kills for the CT side. At least one has been found. It's by Molbs. He's actually pushed a little further than you might expect. He's all the way through into Red Room, and while PKL, he will take himself nothing, because Molbs has just shut him down, and he's continuing to move forward, finally. Safe pulls out the Deagle, and that's enough to get the kill. They've got into the B site. Safe knows that. He hears the footstep, and trying to wrap around. Right now, Bigazera's flank might be good enough to get the other, and so TeamOne is starting to crumble, because that's the bomb down, and Mal Maluk, he's left alone. There's absolutely no chance, surely, at this point, because Safe will bring him down. 11-4 half out of paiN. This is more like it on Ancient. We'll see if they can close it after the break, or will TeamOne pull the comeback?
I left you in the morning, and I didn't know if I would ever see you again, 'cause I didn't get your number. So I left you sleeping, put a written note on your bed. But you're really under my skin. I don't know where to begin. Go back to yesterday, underneath the sheets, and I keep on replaying the night with you, underneath the sheets. I wonder, will you call me? My mind is going in circles, can't stop thinking of you when the feeling isn't going. I'm looking for distraction, nothing's getting me through. When you're really under my skin. I don't know where to begin. You go back to yesterday, underneath the sheets, and keep on replaying the night.
You ask if we could talk, but then say nothing. Maybe you just had too much to say. 'Cause when you call me up, you just want one thing. And maybe in the end you'll get your way. But I just wanna know, oh, 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 yeah, if we should take it slow, oh, 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 yeah. I just wanna show ya I'd do anything for you, girl. I just wanna know, oh, 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 yeah. I just wanna know.
The second half will continue with paiN 11-4 ahead. TeamOne have got to pull off a huge comeback hawker here on Ancient. It's looking unlikely. 1xBet agree with me. Heavy favorites towards paiN Gaming coming into this one at the top of your screen, but we go into the pistol. It's a CZ in the hands of Pesadelo, and a heavy amount of utility, honestly, into this pistol for the CT side as well. We'll see what the T's have up their sleeve, because they've got utility in this one as well.
paiN Gaming happy to take a slow start to their T-side pistol. I like how Safe has his face blocked on his webcam from his monitor. Don't get to see him, he's just a man in the shadows.
Yeah, he's literally, I literally said earlier, he looks like he's licking his monitor, man.
Yeah.
He's that far, he's got in the, you know the way Willy Wonka had smell-o-vision, I think it was? This guy's lick-o-vision. That works.
Nice.
It's feeling the game.
Smoke. Should be 2 smokes into B, and honestly, should be a free bomb plant. X and S is the only man close to B. And if they gain even further ground on this B site, they could really set themselves up for a good post plant here.
Yeah, X and S trying to make that P2000 thing. And it's not too far off, actually, and it's done a lot of damage on fallback. PKL taking quite a bit on board. Hardzao is the most traditional lurker you can see, man. He's always on the other end of the map, just trying to cut off rotations. He's just there doing the most traditional style. Ooh. Oh, but Nek has a nice little double from him, and he's actually going to slip in through for more, but the CZ is going to turn around, and Maluk is looking for some follow-up kills, but paiN Gaming are doing a good job at just staying alive and drawing this clock down. That defuse tap is not being stuck right now, and the CZ of Pesadelo goes down. It's 12-4. paiN Gaming have the pistol, and that's another step in the wrong direction for TeamOne. paiN Gaming looking to try and close the series.
There's that aggression from Nekis. This is what I was hoping we'd see in that post plant, or in that round in general. Playing all the way back with 5 players from cave and ramp only is really hard to do. So getting one man aggressive, just getting some kills onto the CTs as they start to rotate, as they start to set up the retake, oftentimes can be a good way to go about it. Worked out really well for Nekis there, who took 2 hugely important kills. And now TeamOne are putting a lot of pressure on themselves in this 4-spy round. If they lose this, they fall so far behind. Still got to be careful of the D body shots.
Yeah, we're not on the new patch yet, Hawker. Oh, very tentative. And more importantly than the D body shots, you got to look out for the D headshots. X and S has already started that off. Great opening for him. Now under a minute left in play, and Maluk is holding down Cave. Ooh, Scout holding Yankel. He's done damage. He's hit that shot. And a little worrying here for the T's, because another kill comes in for TeamOne. This is definitely looking rough.
40 seconds to try and save the round. paiN Gaming is spread out right now. The only upside is TeamOne haven't recovered those rifles, but who even knows if that's an upside at this point, because the Deegs have been looking strong. At least they have 2 smokes for this B play and a couple of flashes to try and get them into the site.
Utility is trying to clear out this B site. X and S trying to pick out with that Deagle. He's got his teammate Morbs in at Pillar. They can definitely make this crossfire work between them, but in the end, it is going to end up being a couple of seconds on that timer, and just because Zara left alone, he can't do it. TeamOne, they make the Deagles work. They make the weaker weapons sing in 5 rounds. You don't expect that to happen, but they get it done.
Getting the early 2 kills and making the most of it from that point on. paiN Gaming had just enough utility to send it onto the B site. They had a couple of smokes. They had the molly for Cubby. Worked okay on the trades, but they were so far behind already that they needed something a bit better. paiN Gaming's turn with the Deegs in this round. Got a couple of mollies into mid early. TeamOne wanting to take full control of mid at the start of this round. No way in for Hardzao on the other side. Flash from Morbs as he also tries to get aggressive. This is a risky one, though, against the Deegs. There's a real chance for headshots here, but it's headshots for Morbs. Galil comes through early. Solid cleanup.
Yeah, Hardzao is in a real difficult spot. XMS is going to bring him down. Nice headshot. Locked in, and TeamOne, they are definitely starting to come back into this a little bit. I'm not going to say all the way just yet, but it can make the scoreline look a bit more respectable. You know, paiN Gaming's T-side struggle started on Overpass. The comeback certainly started to come through there from TeamOne and their CT side. Looks like they're going to find another one here. 7 to likely come through. Just locks in play for paiN Gaming. What I love about these two sides, they make these rounds incredibly quick.
And PRT might not be able to get all kills with the MP9 here. Maybe he'll do it with the Deeg instead at range. Body shot plans on safe. They'll try and swarm the site. Rotate is arriving, but PRT running low on ammo. So thankfully it's paiSGO who comes in with the clean shots on the FAMAS. A quick and easy one for TeamOne, but there won't be many more like that throughout this half. paiN Gaming about to buy. This is where we get to really see the true test of their T side. And as you were saying earlier, Dinko, I want to see what their T side looks like here. And I was slightly scared we weren't going to get to see it properly when they won that pistol. But thanks to TeamOne fighting back, we will have to see a couple of gun rounds now for paiN Gaming on this T side of Ancient.
Luke, he's got himself into mid, just playing in towards Cubby. He hasn't spotted anybody running out elbow. For paiN Gaming, they are going to be smoked off an A, and that is going to slow down this attack. They can't exactly just walk through that. So at least a few more seconds will be bought here for TeamOne. Spamming through this A smoke. paiN Gaming now run with it. They're going to go through with the bomb at the front of the charge, and it's going to go down. PRT with one quick kill. Bigazera inside of the smoke to try to cause a few problems over towards B, and a play has walked through. It's Morbs. He's going to go down with Bigazera. The trigger discipline, it's resulted in one. And now Bigazera runs straight through Cave. The ball could run it back to B if it wanted to, and Bigazera, he hasn't fully cleared B. He hasn't fully cleared the defense here, and because of that, XNS is able to take the kill. So now the question is thrown over to paiN Gaming. Do we even want to go B at this point? And Nekis with the mid pick opens up the options once again. paiN Gaming, this is a wild round, but the A site's empty, so I'd send the bomb back there, and I think Nekis is about to call for that, or he's going to try and fake it out, and he's done that so well that they're just going to walk into B with the bomb on their back.
Oh, he's just heard them both. He heard the steps in Temple, he heard the AWP shot in behind, so they walk onto the B site freely. Nekis continuing to stay alive here while PKL pushes in. Finally, they flush out Nekis. I thought PKL might play the advanced position, but instead decides to sit back because he realizes TeamOne are so far away. They'd have so many angles to clear that they may not even attempt the retake. And that's exactly what's happening. TeamOne concede the round. What a hard-fought round for both teams. They had to play it out all across the map. But paiN Gaming did a solid job once it got down to that late round scenario at pinpointing exactly what they needed to do. Even though they were spread out, they were able to make the most of it. 13-7 lead now for paiN after a well-played round.
Yeah, 308. From this one, and TeamOne, they're still going to be able to buy. He's going to have those resources available to them. But I think it's clear to see that paiN Gaming just have a real good approach to this map. They feel much more comfortable in comparison to Overpass's T side, where at times they did look pretty lost. XNS pushing all the way down the bottom of the B ramp. Biggest I was going to hear that. Sprite doesn't even matter. Oh, XNS, that is absolutely huge at the beginning of this round. A nice double kill for him, and you can't really ask for more than that.
Yeah, the flashes were thrown high, but not in a way that they blind that player who was close right. He doesn't get flashed. That allows an easy spray transfer. The second one maybe wasn't quite so easy, but he made it look damn easy with the way he flicked on over. And now TeamOne have that full B control they were looking for. paiN Gaming low on nades. TeamOne have decided to play back on the B site. But it's somewhat likely that paiN Gaming will use nades to retake this control. And if they do, TeamOne will get an early warning system. Oh, this boost. Wow. This is a very tight angle. Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. He's just trying to make it happen. But it's in a good spot. Hard. Lovely shot, but they're not going to expect Molds because of that. Because they got that one pick in Molds with the 3K, mows them down. TeamOne, 8 rounds locked in because of that. And that should have been a far better round out of paiN. You know, that they had a much better chance at the beginning of that round, but this double towards the bottom of B ramp at the beginning, that gives them a huge start to the round. And then this double setup, they just think once they kill XNS in position, they're not going to expect Molds. They think they've cleared that area. They start focusing on other areas, and because of that, Molds just takes 3 kills, and he does it in a very stylish fashion.
Looks like we may have a close game on our hands here if this is set to continue. Top mid smoke thrown by paiN, but we've seen those mollies on mid every round for the CTs. So throwing that top mid smoke, they may not be able to make the most of it. Boost over the top isn't a bad idea, but no one from TeamOne pushed up too aggressively. Maybe ready for the pistols in this round. Safe trying to draw some attention over on A. He has taken away one of the mid players briefly. So paiN could get the mid control they wanted, but getting into the round is still such a tough ask here with how bad their buy is.
Yeah, this one should just be shredded and tossed into the bin. TeamOne should be on 9 rounds, no problem. paiN Gaming walking down into middle. Pesadello holding him from Donut. He's got a good angle for them crossing by. One on the AK, peeks out for the follow-up. He's done well. Pesadello on the double. And castrated it out with a Glock. Yeah, they shouldn't really be getting too close to the site at this point. Oh, Save nearly wasted the body shots. Able to at least get the kill towards the end of that one. And Save alongside Bigazera in a 2 versus 3. He'll walk his way up into XNS, and the M4 has come out with a good pick. So it is just Bigazera left alone. 1 versus 3. The bomb is back. 19 seconds to try and get towards the site. A bomb plant would be an absolute steal, but it is very unlikely to come through. He's been spotted, and now a couple of shots of death as well on this low HP, but he's actually got an immediate headshot looking for a bomb plant, and he might just be able to get it. Oh, so close, but no cigar. Maluk denies any kind of mercy. 9 rounds for TeamOne.
It's a nice idea from paiN Gaming there to go ahead and take mid, pressure A, just have Safe on that lurk play, waiting for the B aggression that was quite likely to come through. Safe just needed a cleaner first kill because then maybe he can get a second. But once he uses so many bullets, he has to back away. That means that the CT can get established onto an angle where he has the shadow advantage. And from there, Safe had no way back into the B side of the map where they wanted to send the bomb. Here comes the mid aggression. A couple of players pushing into mid for TeamOne. Maluk all the way up towards this ledge, but he's not ready for Neck, is so close by. Oh, the trade through the smoke though.
Yeah, XNS has been able to pull it into that 4v4, and paiN Gaming, are they just going to accelerate into the B side? Smoke is going to go in towards Cave, but look at the trade out. Molb's taking position back with his teammate, and they've been able to come out with 1. XNS is the man to pick up the follow-up headshot, but they know there was 2 players there. They've got all that info, so they know they still have to worry about this position. The bomb plant will start to come through. That pillar protects, so the bomb plant confirmed. They are trading out blow for blow. Again, it's a 2 versus 2. There's no kill that doesn't get traded, and a missed shot from Sid once again has put Hardstyle in a 1v2 clutch. He's got PRT, bomb tap. That's going to put a little bit of pressure on the hard side, but he does not budge. It's the swing up from Molbs. A second kill. TeamOne are pulling this comeback.
Another close round getting into the late round scenario, but Safe misses that key shot in the 2v2. And I thought he would play an angle there where he was more on the corner, but he stands in the open, unable to reposition in time. There was that counter-aggression from XNS that kept the round somewhat close, and there's Safe just standing in the open. I think he may have had time to get to the safer spot, but he decided he just wanted to rely on himself to land the shot. And Safe's been getting kills, but it doesn't feel like he's at his full capacity right now. He's having chances to win these key rounds. They're not happening, and now paiN will go back to B with a faster play and some weaker weapons. Not that fast, though, because of the mollies. But it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, here comes the util. B executes up, and the CT's looking to try and hold it. But there's, oh my god, the reload from XNS just comes through at the perfect time. I thought he was about to be overrun, but he gets his gun out in time, and because of that, 2 kills are redeemed. paiN now swinging into the open, but it's not going to be enough because the MAC-10 pedal to the metal, bullets to the chest, kill for him, and a man advantage now delinquishes back into this 3 versus 3. It is going to be Molbs trying to get back in from Cave, but PRT is lightning fast with that AUG, and Molbs diving through the MAC-10 of all weapons is delivering the most impact. It is an absolute nuisance right now. It's charging around the site. Maluk is trying to find the bomb, but in the meantime, it's an ace from Hard South, the MAC-10, and all 5 kills. What an absolute beast. 14 to 10 now because of it. And paiN steam closer to the win here on Ancient.
The Mac Daddy in this round, Hard Out, just balling with the Mac-10. This smoke that he plops down, it just makes it so awkward.
Oh
Look
my
at how
God.
the CTs are trying to find him. He somehow flicks around. Oh my goodness,
How does he do that?
unbelievable.
Absolutely nuts. We need a McDonald's meal after that. McHardsell.
Oh man, that could be a decisive moment. TeamOne don't have full money now. Nades are
How did you get done like that?
I know, right? They don't even have those same mollies they've been throwing on mid. They only have the 1 this time. They're going to have to figure out where they want that molly to be. Do they want it over on B? Or do they want it on mid? Probably on mid, I would assume. As we get into what could be a key round here. That 1 molly has been thrown on mid to get this early control. Smoke to follow. Could this be a round where the CTs take some aggression? They have a weaker buy. They're trying to push through A and mid at the same time.
Oh, make PKL. He's holding good ankle. He's got a line up here. 1 pick as PKL goes down. And TeamOne, the 2-man advantage for them. paiN charged up in towards the site. Bomb in the back. As they look to lock in the plan, but this is TeamOne in the advantageous situation. Yes, the bomb is down, but they've got the extra players. That's a Molotov and a half right there for Bigazera. Bouncing off every corner, but they do not expect Sip. He's in behind him. They're just going to smoke him off. They don't care about fighting him, just get him out of play. And because of that, they've actually isolated it into 2 players who have to do most of the heavy lifting now. Nekez has gone down without a fight, and Bigazera has to do it all, and that bomb is not planted for him at all. And so now it's all safe, and he can't get there. He just cannot get into the site. And he is falling back. Luckily, a retreating kill will be found, but that defuse is in, and TeamOne are continuing their comeback into this series. They do not die. They do not let this one slide. And paiN Gaming, they aren't going to go easily.
What a cool round from TeamOne. I've been saying earlier how I think that B site is pretty hard for the Ts to play in the post plant at times. It's not easy to find those good post plant positions if the CTs have some nades. So TeamOne, in a round they feel they have to take a risk, push through mid and A at the same time. The default for paiN only has a couple of players there, so they can just gang up on the initial fights. And then even though they concede the B bomb site, paiN don't really have a way to play that post-plant to perfection. The utility locks out safe, they're able to isolate the fights on the site, and now TeamOne are right back in the game.
This is all about individual moments, man, for paiN Gaming at this point. How many of them can they have? You know, the round they pick up there is Hard South getting an ace with a MAC-10. It just doesn't happen that often. You can't replicate that over and over again. They've got to have a system that works, and right now TeamOne have figured out how to combat the common system that's being thrown at them. paiN Gaming, will they go for some mid-control? They haven't really approached this side just yet. And eventually they'll start to do that. Spam coming in for biggest error. It's going to be Nekiz with the first kill, so paiN do have the advantage. Bulb's about to peek down. Oh, Anyfan's one. That's a good pick to find as well, because that pulls it back into the 4v4, and they haven't got any control out of that. paiN Gaming may get that initial kill, but they haven't got anyone near control of Cave. So 40 seconds into the round, and what control do paiN have? They've got A main right now, and they don't even know that they can push into A. This is going to be a Hail Mary play in the final few seconds from paiN, and this is starting to really look like Overpass Hulker, where they started to run out of time, and indecisiveness came back to bite them. But here they go. They don't really have smokes at all, so they've got one to play with that has to go down towards CT, otherwise it's a big issue.
At least it's no AWP on this angle. The rifle has a much harder time in this sort of position.
What is Smoko?
PRT knows that. He's playing retake, and they're just getting the bomb down.
Yeah. They're going to use that smoke eventually. It's going to be down in towards CT at the right time. So actually, instead of using it for the cross, they use it for the post plan. I think it's a really solid idea. About to flash on through here. Ready at the charge. Second flash as well. Pestodello diving down hard down PKL. They found the kills, Hawker. And it is all crumbling here. TeamOne, they have to save. It's Maluk having to back away. Map and series point for paiN.
Those contact A plays won't work often for you, but this is one of those rare occasions that paiN Gaming did enough elsewhere, and they made sure the CTs didn't have an AWP. If there's a sniper in that round, it probably gets multiple kills and can get out alive, but the rifle doesn't have that same luxury, having to play so far back. And so paiN Gaming are on series point. TeamOne take their last tactical timeout, and they have got to come up with something special here, Dinko. They did it in that earlier round, but that time they at least had a couple of rifles. This time they've only got the one saved M4 and weaker weapons surrounding it.
Let me at him. Mulbs took 13 opening jewels and overpass, including 6 against Nekiz. He had a thing about taking on Nekiz, didn't he? He was looking good though. Mulbs is being super impressive. Here we are at series point. Will paiN Gaming win this best of 3, or will TeamOne continue what has been a war of attrition? But all they've got in this battle are pots and pans that they found in the kitchen. This is not a great situation. M4A1S, couple of Deagles, 5-7s. And they head into battle once again in round 27. paiN Gaming far more kitted for this fight. They're going to go for some early aggression towards B ramp, but what utility the CTs do have has been effective in holding them off.
They already had that hero round earlier, but they don't feel like they can run that same aggressive play on A and mid again. So they go for a more standard round. XNS playing close to the smoke. Almost lands those shots there. I love the idea of just trying to get a lucky kill early. Came surprisingly close to it. But as it stands, mid is quite open for the taking. paiN may just look for that mid control early.
Well, Deagle forward, XNS, one for Nekiz down. As Mulbs plans to follow up, and TeamOne are making it happen. They've got the man advantage, and 55 seconds left. This bomb starts to walk its way up middle. One plong to the approach, and it's going to be PKL, and of course he'll hit the headshot. 3v3. And now 45 seconds left. Do they go into the B side? Or they try and push through CT spawn to A? If they get one kill under the only defender on this A side, they could find themselves in the bomb site so easily. And Sif has got the perfect timing to do it. If he goes to the temple, he will find the only player that is currently over here on this side of the map. That's PRT with the Deagle. And when I say only a Deagle, he has just cracked the skull of Hardsau, and he is scared off the AWP of Sif. This man is doing so much. Never underestimate his defense. And finally, Sif will spring into action, but he's traded out. And now PKL has it all to do. Only 8 seconds left. They've done it. TeamOne have won the round, Hawker. I don't know how they're doing this, but it is the Deagle of PKL that is just delivering moments again.
Oh, PRT getting away with one there. This shot, oh, it's such a nice shot too. He didn't really know where they were coming from. It was looking so good for paiN with the way they got that kill over towards B. PKL continued to sell the fake over towards B. He threw a smoke there that kept them in place. They heard the rotate through CT. They had all the info they needed. but they couldn't account for that deagle shot. And now it's paiN Gaming's turn to live the poor life. They've only got one AK in this round. With how this game has been going, though, who knows? They could still win this, but this nade... Oh, it looks good. One's landed. Big Uzera on that AK down below half health. Wow, what a shot through the door. They've got digged down.
Sam hasn't been having the best of times of those situations. Right, here goes the MP9 from XNS, rattling away, and Task with the double kill, finally overrun, but every time they go into the B site, there's always another player waiting for them. And Molbs is here at the ready. 13 rounds as TeamOne are onto 13. They are only 2 away from overtime. paiN Gaming need to roll into another round win and they're done. But do they buy here or do they play for round 30? I'm intrigued to see what they're going to go with here, Holger, because they could afford to buy, but it's not going to be a good buy. No, they're not going to have all the util they could want in the world.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just save for round 30 here. You can get the perfect buy into the next, or you can get the dodgy buy now and the dodgy buy in the last. But hey, it's not that dodgy. It's okay for them.
Pretty dodgy.
It's a bit dodgier than you'd want it to be.
It's a jammy dodger.
Definitely. Yeah, not having the full nades might limit their options somewhat. Nades look good round the corner, but Big Uzera is above them, so it doesn't take too much damage.
I don't like the fact you have to play with a MAC-10 in this round. That's rough. And it's going for the hit to get utility. Couldn't really afford the AK and armor. I think he was $50 short of that. It's unfortunate. But it is a slow round here from paiN Gaming. I love what TeamOne are doing right now. They're not giving it a single fight. They're not even pushing into them just yet. Molbs is the only player that was somewhat aggressive, and he's actually been forced back away from his position into cave again. This could be a back-breaking moment for paiN Gaming, this decision. We've got to see if it works out. They're going to hit into the B site. 3 players here at the waiting. Arms as well. This could be a real nightmare. And first kill was Molbs. He will get traded out by PKL. The rest of the attack is getting stopped, though. Maluk has got one. And again, you have to remember there's 2 more players here in the CT defense. And this is starting to look like a nightmare for paiN. Another kill from Maluk, and they're not going to check XNS. He's got a double kill. We're going the distance. Round 30 up. paiN Gaming got to play 30 rounds anyway, and their buy sucks in this one.
They just didn't have the nades. They didn't have the nades for the proper B play. Normally, you'd love to have a molly for that cubby position, and then maybe that spot isn't as deadly against you, but instead he can just sit there the whole time. Maluk lands some good shots initially, eventually gets traded, but you see the man in cubby was just sitting there the whole time for a freebie. And this is what we were so scared about. You lose that round, you get a terrible buy into round 30. TeamOne have every chance to take us to OT.
I mean, I would love to have seen them just play for round 30. Get all the guns out. Get all the utility. Have a good buy in this round and just win it. But now they got to do it with this. What do you want to see in this round, though, Hawker? Do we just want to see a straight-up mid-rush through Donut into A, try and split A, something quick? I feel like a quick play is needed. They can't afford to go into these slow rounds, just waiting out the utility and then rushing in with limited time on the clock and just getting destroyed. In a round like this, you've got to just go strength and numbers towards one bomb site, surely, but they're not going to do that.
Maybe they'll group up a little bit later. I wouldn't mind seeing a just straight up B play, though. I think there is a chance that you can just create chaos with that sort of play. Maybe if you get onto the site, you can have that sort of round where the MAC-10 just got the ace for you. They definitely have the players that are capable of pulling that off. Smoke's lined up towards me. Paisadeo will not have the info towards mid that he would have wanted. As it stands, they don't have anyone fully at top mid, so the CTs may have to send someone looking that way. XNS has now moved his attention away from B to look back towards this flank because PKL can push all the way up.
Finally, that bomb's been picked up. paiN Gaming don't have a lot of utility, and they use the majority of it in towards mid-dev, so they've got to make something work, and they are going into the straight-up B play. Quite a passive setup this time from TeamOne, but I think they'll be comfortable playing this way. They've been comfortable doing this time and time again in these exact same positions. Good smoke, though. That's going to keep at least Molbs at bay for now. Box Nest about to be smoked off as well. Great utility here from paiN Gaming. Is it going to be overtime? They're looking to sprint into the site. That bomb will go down, and we're about to watch a 5 versus 5 retake for OT, Hawker.
PKO's still on that lurk too. He's letting players pass him, but maybe he could strike at the right time.
PKO is going to hear those footsteps. He's got to figure out what is the perfect time. When can he get in behind? Pesadillo is watching the flank. That M4's got the ankle. The MAC-10's done damage, but it's not enough for the kill. They're going to hold him off for the time being. The first kill was hard sound. Now they're into the site. The CTs are forced their way in. They've got the kill as well. The defuse coming through, but the lineup of Big Sarah, the defuse is there, and the shots come in. The Deagle does it. Neckhead takes it down, and paiN Gaming will take the series 2-1.